Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back. Detroit race reaction going down here. As you guys can see, not in the usual spot here. We are staying in Detroit tonight. So we were at the race today. Me and Ashley. Cole was there too. Yeah, didn't do a live qualifying show. It was really loud in the stadium. I was kind of losing my voice during the day and just trying to talk to Ashley on and off. So decided that there wasn't going to be anything to do with a live show there with that kind of background noise. But we'll be back next week with that live qualifying show. But we are here doing a race reaction. So want to thank presenting sponsor of the race reaction shows this year, Complete Racing Solutions. And this month we are highlighting the Coach Rob Beams channel. Make sure to check them out. There'll be a link in the description down below. Coach puts up a new video every single day for all sorts of physical fitness things you may need to help you be bigger, stronger, faster, and ride your motorcycle better. So make sure to go check that out. So Detroit race reaction here. And what I thought was going to be quite a boring night turned out to be much more interesting than even anticipated. So let's start with 250s there. That red flag rule needs to be adjusted because that was major bullshit. We kind of saw this with Deegan last year, which is where they implemented the staggered restart. And I know there's not a great way for it. I'm confused. I'm going to have to go back and look at the rule, which I haven't got a chance to yet, to see when they actually called a race, like actually just call it. Like, oh, it's a red flag, but the race is over. Because I thought with 3 laps left, they would have done that. They would have called the race and just said, okay, cool, we're done. But they didn't, so who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, what a terrible thing for Max there. I mean, not a whole lot he could do. Max won that race, hands down. It was super awkward for everybody. You could tell even Kitchen, like, he was excited to win, but, like, didn't really know how to act because technically he shouldn't have. It was a technicality, let's put it that way. Max obviously upset, and Max seems like he might be upset about a little bit more than just the race itself there, with some of the comments he made on the podium regarding Bobby Reagan, which we'll get more into with the guys tomorrow on the main show. But if you haven't seen that, go watch his podium speech because that was pretty good. Outside of that, so the track I thought was there wasn't anything great to separate people. So there was a quad that Savachi crashed on in practice there that they then proceeded to take out. The sand section was kind of all day. Like they were trying to create 2 different lines through it. Nothing was working. And then when you get to the rest of the track, there just wasn't anything to separate guys. It was, I don't want to say one line because there were passing opportunities, but there wasn't opportunity to set it up. And part of that falls back into the track design of, they do these short lanes. Like when you have 2 lanes going back and forth across the one end in these football stadiums, that eats up in it a whole lot of real estate there on the floor for where you could get a little bit longer lane going end to end, and then that causes the guys not to be able to pick up enough speed in the sections to actually close down. McAdoo's crash there with the at the end of the race there that caused the red flag was freaking horrific. I have pictures. Make sure to go check out our Instagram. I have pictures courtesy of the guy in front of me, and I'll tag him in those pictures. Of McAdoo. He was zoomed right in. He took that handlebar to the face. He was completely out, much like when he hit the bridge there. No matter what he says, I watched that dude flop, and then I watched him sit up and then flop again. It was rough, and he had a huge gash. Like I said, you can go check the pictures out on our Instagram page. It was gnarly. It was insane. And yeah, I think this will be a hot topic for discussion all week, just the whole restart and how that all worked situation. Now, as far as the 450s go, Cooper Webb winning there, no surprise there. Cooper Webb is in form this season. With 10 minutes left, I turned to Ashley and I said, watch Webb. He's going to go get Kenny. And sure as shit, that happened. Kenny kind of fought back, but didn't really have anything for him. And that might be a little bit of, I don't know that Kenny's got any health issues necessarily going on, but it may just be a long-term health issue of like when you get to the end of the race like that, he just doesn't have the steam left to fight back. Like Webb has that steam at the end of the race, which is why he does what he does, where Kenny doesn't have that anymore. Kenny's beginning of the race guy. Still a great ride for Kenny. He's still made up points. He's now 16 down instead of 18 down. We've got Webb and Sexton tied. Great ride by Cooper Webb. Even better ride by Chase Sexton. Like, what a hell of a first lap there. He gets caught in the gate, which is just proving our point of Sexton counts down and then goes. And then after that proceeds to wad it up before he enters the whoops there. Just a hell of a night. To hit him coming through the pack there, it was impressive to watch. He was absolutely flying. 100% could have won that race had he not got caught in the gate, but is what it is, and he escapes with the Rev plate again. But it's not a great look. It's a implosion look. You know, you have last week what he did. You have this week now. If he has another like implosion week next week, then this is a problem, and it will cause him to lose this title. Now I have picked Cooper Webb now that everybody's hurt and out and whatever else you want to call it there. Webb is my title guy right now, barring something absolutely crazy happening to him. But Sexton's still in it, and I think Kenny is going to have something to say about it also. He seems to still be pretty full of steam here as far as the races go, so we'll have to see. Anderson went down late in that moto with a big get off, finished the race, but big get off there. Mookie looked good, but again, not Mookie looked typical Mookie that we all know, like a top 5 dude there running around there. And yeah, I mean, it just we're just fraught with injuries here as we continue. So hopefully we start getting some luck and some guys don't get hurt, because yeah, it's getting pretty sparse out there. So comment what you guys thought of the race down below. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thanks to Complete Racing Solutions. And if you guys want to watch the show get recorded live, members area as low as 99 cents per month out there. Go grab it. We'll see y'all on the main show this week.